Hello and welcome to Music Express Extra, where I'm very pleased to be joined today by a lovely vocalist by the name of Suzie Hart. Hi.
Hi Janey.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're looking lovely and sparkly for
yes,
us today.
So I do like my sparkly dresses.
Yes. Well, Suzie, you live in Clevelands, I do believe.
I do.
Well, you haven't always lived there. Tell us a wee bit about your background.
I'm originally from East Kilbride in Scotland.
Hey.
And then I lived in Essex for quite a few years. And I've been in the Blackpool area for the last 15.
The 15 years?
Yep.
Now you're a mother of two lovely boys.
Two boys, yeah.
And I do believe you're a very, very shy lady, aren't you?
Yes.
And you know, you can't afford to be shy too much.
No.
Because you're a performer, you're a singer.
I'm not so shy when I've got a microphone in my hand.
Well, I noticed that when you sung your first song there, which we'll talk about in a wee while. Suzie, you've got a fantastic country voice, and I take it that is your passion, isn't it?
It's, I'm more interested in country music than anything, although I do sing other things as well, but I do a lot of country. I do a lot of old country, I do a bit of modern country.
Good, good. Mm-hmm. When you moved to Blackpool, before that time, you didn't sing, did you?
I didn't do very much at all. I enjoyed singing, but I didn't actually go out and perform in public.
But your first gig was when you were 20?
In my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I was a wee bit
Not too
older than
long
20.
ago. And you got a regular gig in Blackpool twice a week.
Yep.
And that venue is long since gone
It's
now.
gone now, yeah. It was a really good place. It was a country music theme bar and had live music every night. And it was really popular, but unfortunately, sign of the times, it's no longer there.
That would be when line dancing was at its peak.
It was.
So you had the audience in the palm of your hands at that time.
A lot of people came in just to listen as well. You know, you got a lot of people that just wanted to sit and have a drink and listen, shout out requests.
Well, I've heard you sing. I think you've got a wonderful country voice. The song that you sung for us, it's quite new to me, but I mean, I listened to Patsy Cline and all the old. Was that a more modern?
That's a more modern one. It's a Patty Loveless song.
Oh yes,
It's called Blame It On Your Heart.
It's a real...
It's a nice, bouncy,
yes,
lively one, yeah.
Well, do you have any future plans about recording? Have you got anything?
I'm hoping to make a CD of oldies. I get asked when I'm doing gigs quite often, people say to me, have you got a CD of like sort of traditional country? And I haven't got one, so I'm going to get round to doing that very shortly.
Let us know.
I will do.
And I'll let the audience know when it's available.
Yep.
We always like to promote our special guests, as you know. And we would like to hear you sing their second song. Tell us a wee bit about that.
It's a ballad, the second one. It's a lovely song. It's called Strawberry Wine. It's by Janey Kirk. It's been one of my favourites for years. It's one that I never get fed up hearing. And I enjoy singing it, so I hope you enjoy listening to it.
Well, we certainly will. And just a wee bit about the country song, the ballad. It's all about a lady who is reminiscing after losing her virginity. Is that right?
Well, I believe so, yes. It's all about the first time, yeah.
With country song, it just proves that you can sing about absolutely anything.
It does indeed.
Why don't you get on that stage in your nice sparkly dress and give us your rendition of what's it?
Strawberry
Wine. Okay. Ladies and gents, please welcome back on the stage, singing her second song, Strawberry Wine, Suzie Hart.
Thank you.
We have to speak about your very first hit, Rosie, and it was funded by a person that you knew who was managing a boxer. And he trusted and he had every faith in you. If it wasn't for him at that time funding your song, who knows what would have happened.
I don't know what would have happened, Jamie. And we're talking about the wonderful Frank Carson, who sadly we lost. He was a dear friend of mine, and he was very enthusiastic about my career and always put me up for TV shows. And he introduced me to Barney Eastwood, who at the time was looking after the boxer Barry McGuigan. And of course, Barney Eastwood being a very wealthy man. And so he got Barney Eastwood to, he sort of says, I think you should fund this girl singing When I Leave the World Behind. And then I was on the Chaz and Dave show, and I sang it on the Chaz and Dave show. And that was on ITV, and that was the start. All of a sudden, the phone lines was jammed.
It entered the UK charts, not only once.
Twice, yes.
Yes, it was 3 times
Was it 3 times?
3 times, see, you've forgotten already.
Yeah.
3 times. I've been doing my homework. And that was the beginning, really, of your wonderful, massive recording
Absolutely,
career.
because at that stage, I I was on a game show called Punchlines, because I do a lot of comedy in my show as well. I love to make people laugh, and
You
I do a lot
certainly
of
do.
audience participation, you know. But at the time, I didn't have a record deal, and so that was the song that got me my first record deal. And with my first royalty paycheck, I paid back Barney Eastwood. So bless his heart. Bless
interest.
her old, with interest, yes. Oh, absolutely, you know, because
So,
that was important
with
to me.
this big hit, obviously you were recording your songs, your records. I think you've sold, is it over 15 million?
That's right, yes.
And
yeah.
is that 12 albums in all? And you're still recording,
There's
obviously,
about
at the moment?
15 albums out at the moment.
15,
yes,
15,
yes.
okay.
15 or 16. I lose count, so I do. But after that particular song, and it's a very, very old song, that When I Leave the World Behind, and I think it was the old street singer Arthur Tracy that recorded it first. So you have to follow it up with another good song. So then I chose So Lucky.
Yeah,
Which is it's become like my signature tune, So Lucky. And, you know, after that, you know, I was headlining, because before that I was sort of on tour with the likes of Gene Pitney and Cannonball and all that there. So I got to tour, you know, headline my own concerts. And then my first album, Rosemary Sings Just For You, became a huge hit, and the rest is history. It kept following on, you know.
Well, your career is no way nearing its end. You've got so many things to do. Matter of fact, you've just recorded a new album.
Yes.
And it's dedicated to your mother.
To my mummy, songs for my mother, and it's all the great songs like Pal of My Cradle Days, When Your Old Wedding Ring Was New, you know, to name a few. Mama is on it, and My Mother's Eyes, This Is My Mother's Day. And my mother and I are like sisters. We're very close.
Oh, that's lovely. When Mother's Day comes along, I think every person that's got any savvy at all will be out buying that CD. I know that I'm having one for sure.
Oh.
You've also recorded another one that's very, very popular. It's My Big Fat Gypsy Songbook. Now, you have a following, don't you?
I have a great big following of the travelling community, and a lot of them from the UK travelled out to see me in Las Vegas when I was performing there, and they've been very, very loyal. And on that particular album is songs that I get requested from the travelling community. Songs like You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, songs like oh dear, I've forgotten. Songs like I'm Nobody's Child, you know.
Sing along.
Sing along,
good,
yes.
Good belters,
yes,
isn't
yes.
it? Yeah. Well, you're very known for your belters, Rosemary, that's for sure.
Nobody sleeps while I'm on.
No. But you've also sung in front of the Queen, the royal family. You've done so many things. What would be, in your opinion, the highlight so far of your career?
I think when I sang in front of Princess Diana, and when I met her, that was at the London Palladium. I mean, I've played the London Palladium 3 times, and it's one of my favourite theatres in the world, so that in itself is a big highlight. But when I did the show for Princess Diana, met her backstage, and her personality was fantastic, and she said to me, I loved your singing, she says, but you're very funny. She says, I laughed at your jokes. So we had a lovely girly chat, and that was something, and I've got great pictures of that moment. So that was a great moment.
A time to treasure, so it was. There's 3 songs on your new DVD. I think we should listen to another one of those songs, Rosemary.
Okay, thank you.